Dude, welcome back to the Dudes and Sports Podcast. I'm your host, PC, and we've got another great show for you today. We are a little bit late. People are coming and going, but we have everybody, the whole squad together here as the main man from way out west is back officially, and Howard came back. I know he was on a little bit of the pod last week as well, but K-Stel held the fort down. But let's start off with K-Stel. How is your week going?
Fine. I would say it was a positive weekend for the Royals. I know we lost that series to the Mets, which is a stinker, but we had a winning homestand, so that's all I can ask for. Two winning trips is pretty positive. I don't know if the Royals have done that since, I guess, mid-May, and the draft was pretty fun. I'm actually excited about who we got. And All-Star Game is this week, so excited to see the Home Run Derby. Excited to see the Royals players in the All-Star Game as well. So.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Howard, sir, what's going on?
Not too much. It has been a interesting kind of couple of weeks of watching sports. I've been on and off with it, truthfully. At least, there's not an insanely amount. I guess I've watched some Wimbledon, some boxing, UFC, baseball. That's kind of what's been going all around. I apologize for not being on the podcast at all last week, but we're back now. So, it is what it is, and glad to be here.
Yeah, we always know you're out there saving the world, doing something crazy. So no need for any.
Just on my usual safaris.
Yeah, exactly. Man from way out west. Great to see you back, UFC guy. How was your trip? How was your week? Everything of that nature.
Yep, went over to the 50th state, the one that evened out the flag after we took Alaska. It's cool out there. It's very windy. We had some rain, some of that tropical little misty rain. It's a cool place out there if you haven't been. Hawaii. I went to Maui. It's a cool place. It's a little interesting. It's a good time though. There's a lot of little holes in the wall kind of stuff, but you're hanging out. You're kind of on your own. There's a lot of cool natural wonders. If you're into that kind of stuff, we found a little bar we were able to watch the UFC fight. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but good trip. We got high school football ramping up, so we got camp. Mets beat the Royals in a series. The Mets have lost 10 straight games before the All-Star break. Fun fact. That was going to be one of my Smarter Dumb questions. You guys will have to wait till the end of the episode to see what my real Smarter Dumb questions is. Derek Lewis, still the knockout king. What else is going on? I think we're going to get into it here, right? We got a little bit of NFL stuff, a little bit of baseball stuff, college basketball. Duke. What the heck, man?
Yeah, we got a little bit of stuff here. Again, it's kind of that dead season.
Hello,
folks. Here
at
the Dudes and Sports Podcast. But we've got a few things going here. Not much NFL talk. Just kind of going to run down the schedule for the viewers so you guys can understand what we'll be talking about specifically in the NFL coming up here. Obviously, they're still in camp right now. Not too much going on. Only a big rookie running back made a pretty horrible decision, but I don't know if we're going to bring that up or whatever. But we've got a bunch of different predictions coming up here starting August 3rd. The guys are going to predict the AFC North, the AFC North and the NFC North on August 10th. It'll be the AFC and NFC South. August 17th, it will be the AFC and the NFC East. August 24th is the AFC and NFC West. And then August 31st, the weekend right before the first week of football, we'll do our Super Bowl predictions, MVP predictions, Rookie of the Year, that kind of jazz. So, anybody want to talk a little bit about anything going on in the NFL? I haven't really seen too much. I know the whole Judkins thing, but other than that,
Oops.
I didn't see too much going on for the NFL.
Bam! Trey Smith has to get signed by Tuesday, or something's got to happen. They either sign him or don't sign him.
The second round picks? Is that what the deal is?
Trey
is that
Smith?
what we're talking about?
Trey Smith for the Royal.
Trey Smith. Yeah, he's the left tackle. But have we seen this about the second round picks? I sent it in the group chat today.
No, I don't know specifically what you're talking about.
So 30 of 32 second round picks have not been signed.
Huh.
The Texans signed their second round pick, Jaden Higgins, wide receiver out of Iowa State. They signed him to a the first fully guaranteed contract for a second round pick. So now all the other second round picks, since the governor's broken on that, right? The president's been set, they all want the same thing. So 30 of 32 second round picks remain unsigned.
That's pretty interesting to think about for sure, about the perspective that fully guaranteed, how much that actually means. The first people to get that, obviously everybody else is going to want it. We've been dealing with that a lot in college basketball and the NIL money. So that's, really interesting take coming there from the main man from way out west. Like I said, a lot more NFL coming up here in about the next month or so once we get closer and closer to the season. We're still about a month and a half out. Nothing crazy going on. So let's move right into our other off-season thing really quick before we go into NBA. College basketball, been doing a few rundowns of teams. We've done my top 5, and then we've done Kansas, Duke, and then my number 1 overall preseason team, the Houston Cougars. Today we are going to go over Rick Pitino and number 2, St. John's. Just a quick little rundown about this team, why I think they're going to be this good. So the big thing, obviously, they lose R.J. Davis after a huge upset loss to Arkansas.
R.J. Lewis.
Yeah, R.J. Lewis, yeah. R.J. Lewis was coming off, did not play in the second half, last 10 minutes of the game. Really weird. Didn't end up coming back to St. John's, but the St. John's and Rick Pitino get fully loaded again as they grab probably one of the biggest transfers in the portal in Ian Jackson at North Carolina. He was a complete stud for that team last year. R.J. Davis was supposed to be the guy there, but honestly it was Ian Jackson carrying that team to even be able to make it to the playoffs, or to the tournament anyways. So watch out for Ian Jackson to be that next type of R.J. Lewis. They're different players, but that centerpiece for that Rick Pitino offense. Zubi Ejiofor coming back is huge also for Pitino, giving him his big man coming back for a sophomore season. One of the best bigs in the Big East last year, and probably one of the best bigs in the nation this upcoming year. They also got some great transfers, added more people around. Bryce Hopkins out of Providence, really great shooter, coming off an injury from 2 years ago, I believe, but had a great year still at Providence. He's not as good as he was maybe his freshman year, but him coming to St. John's is going to be a great impact for them. And then I've also got Dylan Mitchell from Cincinnati, who's going to be really good there as well. The schedule is not released for St. John's or the Big East yet. There are only 3 notable games that have currently been released for St. John's. Currently, it's going to be Alabama at home. They're going to come to St. John's in the Garden. Kentucky will be at home in the Garden, and then they play at Ole Miss. So 3 SEC teams they definitely are going to play. St. John's going to be pretty good. I know maybe if way out west isn't too familiar with the Pitino team, but either K-Stel or Howard, what are your little thoughts and opinions on PC's top 5 number 2 pick of St. John's and Rick Pitino?
Very interesting team that we got going into next year. I thought Ian Jackson was a given before, once he entered his name in the transfer portal. I just felt like he was 100% going there because he's from the Bronx, I believe, at least New York area. And he's a dog. He is somebody that really needed to get out of the Tar Heel kind of crapshoot, to say the least, right now. It seems like a lot of weird stuff is going on in North Carolina. So I think that, getting him on the team is huge, but they've needed some shooting. It'll be interesting to see how exactly they are in terms of their shooting skills next year. I'm not too familiar on what all. I think they do get a foreigner this year. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, his name, I had the stat up. Let me see if I still got it up here.
I was about to say, I think they got a foreigner, and I think he is their, designated sharpshooter of the off-season, whatever his name is. But, Pitino, he is a guy that if he gets anybody decent, he can make them into gold. And I think that whoever they got this offseason between him, keeping Zuby, and getting Bryce Hopkins as well is huge. Bryce Hopkins had a lot of injury problems, especially while he was at Providence. But I think if he has a mainly healthy season next year, I think he can be a problem for them as well. So, number 2, we'll see. I think that is an interesting take, but I'm also not dissing that for sure. So,
Hanjay Tamba is the
PC
guy you're thinking of.
Hanjay Tamba, position, by the way.
Power forward, 6'11".
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they had like Aaron Scott last year, who was
Yeah.
like technically the sharpshooter, and he was, if anybody, and he was decent last year. So I think Patino's definitely the guy in that kind of sense that even if they're a bit inconsistent, he can make and try and get the best out of his players. So hopefully Ian Jackson's at least able to spread the ball out just a tad bit more, because he was a dog last year, but at the same time his biggest problem was that he was a ball hog and not really helping North Carolina in terms of ball movement. So hopefully they get that going. But yeah, I do agree that St. John's should be definitely a top 10 worthy team next year.
Yeah, for sure. K-Stel, do you know anything on St. John's or not really? No?
Yeah, Nick kind of went over what they needed shooting. They had to have at least consistent shooting. I mean, we aren't going to sit here and say they were a bad offensive team. They just had really bad, consistent, efficient shooters on their team. And now good defense will, succumb that. But at the end of the day, if you can't, make efficient shots, it's going to stink. The Dylan Darling kid that they got interests me a lot. He's not like a crazy three-point shooting, high percentage guy. He's only around like 36%. But he attempted 5 a game, which isn't a ton. But he attempts 5 a game and made 1 or something like that. He was a Washington State guy. Didn't really play a ton. Moved to Idaho State. Averaged nearly 20 a game there. Then came to Rick Pitino's team. I think he's kind of got that ability to be a good three-point shooter, especially if he was, kind of their leading scorer for Idaho State. Sometimes you're just going to have those bad three-point percentages. But maybe he gets into this, role of being a three-point shooter for the St. John team. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I think it's a guy that we'll probably go look at and go, oh, wow, where was this kid at? Why didn't anyone else pick this kid up? But just a thought. Maybe he's their shooter, because most of the time when you go out and find transfer shooters, they end up coming to a bigger school and not becoming a shooter just because of the pressure. They were playing at a smaller school. Maybe this guy has that kind of dog in him that Rick Pitino needs.
Yeah,
He's got
good
great
inf-
handles, good playmaking. Yeah.
Yeah,
good call.
the dude's a great guard. Fits a Rick Pitino team.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how they are in the Big East. They've got a little bit of competition, obviously, with UConn over there. Marquette will be good again next year. Creighton takes a little bit of a step back, but the Big East is always competitive, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Now we've got just a little bit of Summer League stuff, nothing crazy, just kind of my first takes for the NBA Summer League, and then the guys, if they've got anything they want to add into that, they can. I've got like 3 or 4 of the best players who have played the best, shine the brightest throughout this first week of the Summer League. It's just started, but speaking of Duke and Cooper Flag didn't. The box score wasn't very good, but honestly, had a great showing. If you watched the game, he was really great on the defensive end. Had a huge block towards the end of the game. Yes, he did struggle a little bit on the shooting aspect, but it was his first ever NBA game. You can't really take the kid too much of a blame. Wemby had the same type of thing happen to him. So Coop came back again and played really well. He had like 24 points or something like that in the second game. So really bounced back and was really good. Everybody actually, those top 5 picks, honestly have played extremely well. Even Ace Bailey, who we were like, maybe, I don't know, it's definitely stepped it up a notch. Khan's played okay. He's probably the worst one out of the top five. Like, not saying that's anything terrible, but not that, out of the four. Ace has definitely looked like a better pick. Just early on, obviously, no one really knows too much.
Who knows if that guy's even going to play a regular season game for them?
Yeah, and we don't
Talking
know.
about Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ace Bailey,
Yeah,
right?
that's what he's
Well, you were
talking about,
comparing him to Ace.
Well, Ace Bailey will probably start for the Utah Jazz next year.
No, you know who's the best player on the Utah Jazz, and it was evident. Do I have to say it?
Yes.
Yusuf Nurkic,
Kyle Yuri Flipanowski.
the guy that couldn't make a putback dunk.
32.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, what's Hunter Dickerson averaging?
Yeah,
for
Hunter
Pelicans?
Dickinson had like 20 or something in the summer league.
I was gonna say Hunter Dickinson
Oh
had
my
20
God.
points, and we're gonna say he's gonna be a star.
CBS Sports.
Hunter Dickinson is going to be
Dickerson.
a NBA. Might as well,
Kyle
bro.
Flipanowski and Con Canoopel.
Dude, what a stud!
God, this is
Can I
the
speak on
downfall of the
a
NBA.
Can I speak on a team that I think is going to be a monster?
Sure.
The Spurs.
No, really?
They are going to be so good defensively. I don't think we're going to see a team this good defensively in the NBA. Like, we talked about how good teams this year were defensively. Like,
Thunder was pretty nuts. So
dude,
they got high standard, but
like,
I do.
we're going to get
I
some
do see what you're saying.
cold-blooded, one-on-one lockdown defenders. It's going to be... I like watching it because I think that adds more depth to the NBA.
Dylan Harper needs some work on the defensive end. He's still really good. He's still going to be a really great player for him, but he
We
needs some
need we
work on the
need
defensive
better
end.
1v1 defensive players to lock down good.
The Thompson twins, man. The Thompson twins.
We're gonna get there.
And
Adam Silver is going to shoot them on sight because we aren't gonna have enough. It's gonna suck, bro. Adam Silver's gonna kill all of these 1v1 defenders because he only wants points. Sometimes we want to see dudes get locked up. Sometimes we want to see
It's the
SGA.
NBA. People score.
Oh,
20
boo
points.
hoo.
But still, I mean, there are good. Dude, the NBA is so good right now. It's incredible. And
The talent
one,
it's
I think,
producing
kinda getting
is
on top-
ridiculous.
Yeah, the athletes are insane, and if you want to watch a lot of how the NBA is improving, go watch Thinking Basketball on YouTube. No shout out, but or no free shout outs here.
Yeah,
But
sponsors
one thing
right
I do
now.
want to say, getting back into summer league, Liam McNeely's recent performance. I don't know if anyone has seen that. Was incredible for the Hornets. Like we said, we will forget what Con Canoopel exactly did that game. Not exactly incredible. But what Liam McNeely
First
did
game
was
of the league.
very good. I think like he went for a double-double is what I remember off the top of my head. He completely was he went off the bench. 22 points, a team high, and 12 rebounds. He was everywhere on the floor, hustling around, and he was making consistent shots, spreading the ball out. I think he had 6 assists in that game, but nonetheless, he completely proved me wrong. I'm not one to necessarily like home too much on summer league stats. Like we saw Alex Sarr start 0 for 15 or whatever in summer league last year, and he ended up being a decent rookie. But Liam McNeely to start off this summer league has looked incredible and proven me wrong in terms of how his shot is looking, where he is on the floor, his IQ in general on the just shot selection has looked really good and spreading the ball out for the Hornets. So I'm excited more to see more of Liam McNeely, and if he's like a 6th man potentially off the bench, because I know that the Hornets didn't necessarily have much depth last year. We'll see what exactly he's doing. I'm not sure if Canoopel is going to be starting this year, so maybe there's a little interesting battle off the bench to see who gets a whole lot. Obviously, they're going to try and play Canoopel a lot because he was the 4th pick in the draft this year. So we'll see what exactly the roles are for the Hornets. Obviously, it's a very confusing team, especially without Mark Williams. There'll probably be a lot of experimentation, to say the least, on the front court. And Nurkic, I'm not too sure what exactly he's going to do this year. Or, no, Nurkic went to the Jazz, excuse me. But, yeah, I mean, they got Sexton now, so it's a decently built team. I don't know what exactly going to happen, but I did like Liam McNeely's recent performance we will see how that goes into the future, obviously, from the Summer League.
Yeah, just some names also to mention here. Hassan Yang, really big pull for the Trailblazers, went really early. Actually played like kind of like a Joker style game where it's some of these pass assists. He's leading teammates to unbelievable areas for them to be successful. Being a facilitator, he's looked really strong for the Trailblazers, who obviously just preseason stuff. And then don't forget about Nikola Topic. He did not get picked this year, but was picked last year, hurt all year last year for OKC Thunder. He is the leader of that summer team, our summer league squad for OKC this year, and he should have a huge impact off the bench for the Thunder next year. He looks like he's going to be a great ball handler out of Serbia there. So just a little bit of summer league talk.
Shout out
there.
Cam Spencer.
Cam Spencer too, I guess. We can shout out Cam Spencer. Malawatch played okay for the Spurs, not the Spurs, the Suns. So, but yeah. Anyways, all right, let's get to the main event. What currently has been going on? We have talked about the All-Star break coming up here. Kay Stelt, might as well take her away with the MLB.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, today was a day I like the most, and I believe Nick Howard also likes equally as well. And that was the MLB draft. And for me, I think it was first of all, it's chaotic. This was one of the crazy. Now I wouldn't say like frontline head Jeez, I just lost every word in my brain. This draft was very, very random. The top first 20 picks were kind of, I don't know. I mean,
Top 2 is nuts.
the top two were crazy.
I could have not predicted that top 2 for sure.
Yeah, Ethan Holiday not even being in the top 3 is crazy, in my opinion. The kid's got some crazy skill, and
He's good for
he
sure.
is
Yeah,
good.
but
But man, the Angels said, you know what? We need a guy coming up to the majors this season, so we're gonna get him.
Brenmer is nuts.
Oh,
Brenmer was like senior season Will Levis getting picked legitimately in the top 5 like he was
That's-
rumored to. Like, it
That's
was
a-
just so weird.
He's literally going to be playing for the Angels this season, as we speak. Like, we will see
they have
him.
a plan for him, apparently.
No, their plan is we're drafting college players and they're playing immediately. That's what they're doing. How the hell did dog get on the bed? All right.
No.
But the Cardinals and the Royals had a couple good picks in this draft. The Mets decided to draft a cokehead, which is exactly what
Worked out for us last time.
The Mets-
85.
Ram dude from Michigan.
just a dude who just snorts invisible coke on the baseline. The Cardinals, I thought, did a good job of getting their pitchers, just getting a couple of maniacs, just to throw. It's the name of the
Royals
game.
get their second pick?
What's that?
How did
Oh,
the Royals
Bobby,
get their second pick?
Bobby Witt Jr. Being top 3 in the MLB before his quote unquote arbitration season.
That's so silly. That's like you guys talk about the big market bullshit. That's the small market bullshit.
It's been happening for a very long time.
I mean, dude, we had comp picks this year and everything.
Yeah,
We had
it's really funny.
to
It's really funny.
Make up for the Mets spending millions and millions and millions.
Yeah, spending
of
all
dollars.
this money on everybody else, just giving these smaller market teams a decent chance before the Mets come and steal all their best players.
Yeah, the Cardinals.
Welcome to baseball.
The Cardinals went out and got the Vols
We're just
stud
cheap like
pitcher.
we did in 15.
They got their Vols pitcher that they needed. They still kept on going for pitchers. Nick, if you want to talk about it real quick, go ahead.
Yeah, it was an interesting. It was an interesting few picks that mainly that I will talk about is Liam Doyle, big time pitcher throughout the regular season. The Bulls fell flat, honestly, for their expectations in the playoffs, but Liam Doyle, if you don't know the name, is a guy that is insane maniac on the mound. He will go and have an insane K strut that just walks around, big guy, just completely just arrogant as hell. Just like if anyone knows him, he just looks like a tool bag. Like he's just like telling guys that they're like fucking cowards on the mound and stuff, and like calling a timeout in the middle of like an at bat and stuff. He'll just say you're fucked. Like he's insane. Kind of the shit that like Max Scherzer, if you're familiar with baseball, pulls off just like talking to himself. But he almost fought a guy on Auburn in a regular season game and stuff. Like he's insane, but he throws 99 miles an hour, just complete heat. He's just a big gamer kind of guy. And I think that like he doesn't have the most insane breaking pitches, but he has a really good splitter. But overall, I just love his mindset, and this is a guy that the Cardinals need. There's so many guys that the Cardinals have in their minor leagues that they're good, like Quinn Matthews and etc., Takeo Roby. But there's no guys that are just pure gamers, just pure guys that like if you see them in a playoff game and they're cooking, they get amped on the mound and everything. Like teams need that guy like Edwin Diaz and stuff. He'll get hyped as hell and everything. Like if he has like a really good performance, those are the guys you need on your team.
And tear his Achilles
that.
in the semifinal of the World Baseball Classic.
Sure, but I mean, it's good to have those guys that like in the playoffs they get amped,
like
they get
John
hyped,
Walker.
and like get
Okay.
like going and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like you need guys that are just big
Yep.
and just energy
Locker room
guys.
guys.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think 100%. And I think that Liam Doyle is so good in that aspect.
Spark
It just
plug.
pumps gas, and he's just a big time like you want that guy pitching for you in the postseason. And I hope that like they tone his craft. There's a couple of guys also that they got. Ryan Walker is a great contact guy that they got in the second round. Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year. Super fast guy too. Projected to be a center fielder. Victor Scott, I love you, but if we have to have him in the center field, I think Ryan Walker's a very good prospect for where we got him at 55. Also, we got. Forgive me pulling this up real quick. Let's see. Tanner Franklin in the third round. He has some really good fastball stuff. Picking 2 Tennessee Volunteers as an LSU fan killed me, especially when Anthony Ianson was still there for any ball knower. But he's got a good fastball, kind of like Liam Doyle, and a good guy overall, like in terms of pitching, and he's got some decent stuff, especially in the third round. A lot of people have been saying he's a good value pick. So it's nobody that was necessarily on my draft board or exactly what I wanted. I wanted Jamie Arnold, who surprisingly fell to 11 to the Athletics. But nonetheless, I enjoyed this first 3 rounds for the Cardinals. And, that's what we needed for the farm system. J.J. Weatherholt is going up, but with a lot of uncertainty. I think our soon-to-be full-time general manager, Chaim Bloom, cooked tonight. Back to you, Kyle.
Yeah, it was the first 20, 8, 29, 30 picks were kind of a lot of media people going out saying, we should have taken this guy, and we should have taken. Most people are kind of the same. All the prep players, except for probably Jackson Holliday and a couple of other guys, most of the prep players were, that wild card. Can they do it? They had their profiles, and most of the pitching staff and a lot of the college hitters were kind of like, oh man, the Summerhill guy is really good, or Leviette and
Eli Willits was surprising, but
Willits was crazy.
Earlier, he is like the youngest among the top 10 projected. So the fact that he has incredible contact potential and he's super young, it makes sense. But at the same time, I'm very glad the Cardinals did not pick him because if all he has to his name is contact.
Yeah,
who cares?
That's kind of a Royals pick. And the Royals, I don't know if they underslot it. It was very weird how the Royals did this. They actually went after 2 pretty expensive prep bats. And I know that Sean Gable was a guy that people, were high on, but they weren't. It was kind of weird. He has, I wouldn't say a Hunter Green ish swing, but it's kind of similar. He's kind of got this weird profile.
What player did you just say for swing wise?
Oh, not Hunter Green. Shoot, not Hunter Green. The player for the Detroit Tigers. Blanking on his name.
Riley Green.
Riley Green. I'm so sorry. Not Hunter
Sounds
Green.
good.
Yeah, Riley Green. Sorry, wrong Green. I was like, Nick's face was just blasphemized.
That
But
was like the best pitcher on the Reds swing. Was that me?
well, could probably. They took this kid who's kind of got a weird profile. He can play infield. He can play outfield. It's a very sporadic profile. Some people say he's a power guy. A lot of people say he's a hit tool guy. And honestly, if you kind of get both, might as well take him. He's got pretty good athleticism, even though the way that media people describe athleticism on the baseball field is ridiculous. If you play baseball and you're getting drafted, you're fucking athletic, all right? Let's not get anything silly here. And then the Royals go out at 28 and pick probably the best prep bat in the top 20 past the other prep bats that were taken in the top 10. And they got Hammond, who's got insane power potential. He's listed as a shortstop, but he's 210 pounds, so that's not happening. He kind of looks like a third baseman. But the dude, for a high schooler, just can kill the baseball. It was a Royals pick that would have never happened if we were in the Dayton Moore era. They probably would have picked another contact guy and said, yep, this will do for Kaufman. So hopefully Hammond is a guy... Sorry, there was a weird sound outside.
Can he play right field?
No, we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to worry about...
I would worry about it!
I don't really care! Can he hit the baseball? Can he hit the baseball? I'm not worried about Jack Caglione and his ability to play right field. He just got put there this season. He will figure it out, damn it, all right?
Coach Washington, tell him how hard it is to play first base. It's incredible.
Well, the fact is he can play first base very well. He probably could be a Gold Glover at first base.
Oh my God!
Are we, dude? No, he could.
Clip it. Clip
Go
it.
ahead. He could be a Gold Glover. He's a very athletic guy. I'm not okay. Stop. This is a rage bait from P4 trying to get me to talk about Jack Caglione. The Royals take 2 prep bats that are expensive. Hopefully they can sign them because they should have the money to sign them. I was going to say something else about the draft. The Orioles. The Orioles had the most money to spend on this draft, $17 million, which is a insane pool for a draft. And they had 6 or 7 picks in the first 3 rounds. They picked exactly who you think they would pick. Just a bunch
They picked a couple of pretty good bats, I will
No,
say,
they did.
but-
Listen, they did exactly what they've been doing, is picking up exciting whites. Exciting college bat whites. A couple of preps in there. And their first pitcher, I think, was taken near the 70 mark.
The end of the third.
Yeah, the
Oh,
end of the
thanks.
third or something like that. And I told Nick Howard this. This was the draft that you didn't want to draft or draft for position, because there was no.
It was pitcher heavy for sure.
Yeah, there was no draft that was hey, listen, we need a pitcher now. We need him to get going. There was none of that. There are, but there isn't in reality.
Next year for sure.
Next year we will get a ton of like last year's draft, where it was all right, we need guys who can play, best case scenario next season. And that's what we got. I mean, how many guys in the top 10 are now playing in the major leagues? Nick Kurtz, Cam Smith,
Oh yeah.
Jack Caglione.
It's ridiculous.
And I mean, JJ's going to probably end up getting a September call up at this point. Just
At
how-
very least, he probably could be in the starting lineup by next opening day.
Which
for
is
sure.
which does say that the AAA pitching is awful. It is so bad because there's so many guys who are playing so well as a hitter.
It's just a lot of old vets are just kind of guys in the middle that they can't just necessarily send up like a lot of teams do nowadays instantly, you know. There's some good guys like Quinn Matthews, but still raw and struggling, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Rich Hill and Dallas Keuchel are starting pitchers for the Omaha Storm Chasers, so that kind of tells you all you need to know.
We have Michael McGreevy down there because we can't get Michaelis or fucking Eric Fetty out of the rotation.
Nope, they're here to stay.
Trade value. We'll get to that in a second.
Well,
you can talk about the Royals before I talk.
No,
about
I won't. I won't really talk much about the major league squad. We got to the end of the first half, quote unquote. It's not really the half, but the American League looks just completely insane. The Royals were, I think they were like 3 games out of 500, or out of the wild card, even after the 2 losses to the Mets. And then they win a game, and then they end up getting 4. Reds are on fire. I don't believe that will last because I know, or not the Reds, the Red Sox. Similar name, actually. They're named, well, the Reds were actually named after commies. A little history right there. The American League is kind of all over the place. The only teams that are kind of in their zone are the Blue Jays. Probably the division leaders, the Blue Jays, the Astros, and the Detroit Tigers. They kind of have it
At
going.
least it's pretty crazy this year.
Everything else is mayhem. We don't. I think the Angels aren't going to last. I don't think the Red Sox are going to last. The Texas Rangers could last. I don't know if their pitching will be able to. They haven't really gone through like incredible injuries for their pitchers, and that could kill them when it comes up. For some reason, the Royals are actually not dead yet, and they've had, not good, they've had some not so good injuries come to them pitching wise, and their offense is still garbage unless they're playing the Pittsburgh Pirates or they're playing away from Kauffman Stadium. So we'll see what the Royals do. We'll see if Seth Lugo gets dealt.
I heard Lugo to the Cardinals. Can I get a
No,
reaction
that's
to
not
those?
happening. There's no way Lugo's going to the
Mosaic
Cardinals.
even thinks about a good pitcher. It's Mosaic a gunpoint, dude.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
We'll get to that.
We'll see what happens for selling and buying. The Mets need another starting pitcher? Sean Manaea is coming back.
Manaea struck out the fucking first 5 batters he faced on the Royals.
Yeah. So Manaea's coming back. This was his first.
We'll see Senga. There's been a lot of injuries in the bullpen. What I'm afraid of is that Stearns is going to rest on his laurels and be like, "Oh, look what happened last year when we got lucky because that fucking utility player had a hit song in fucking Spanish." So it's like, oh, you just pick up bullshit and have Brandon Weidel pitch 19 fucking innings for you in a week with a 13.5 ERA, and that'll be fine for a team that wants to compete in October. So who fucking knows? I mean, I'd like another arm, but I'm afraid that we're not going to get him.
I think he
Or
can.
her. Is there any women on the available on the trading block, Kyle? Other than Jack Caglione?
Not that I know of. But I'll tell you what, if we can have Seth Lugo and maybe whatever throw-in arm we have in our minor league system, and we can find a way to get Mark Vientos, I'd love Mark Vientos. I don't know how we can get Mark Vientos, but any way we can get Mark Vientos,
That's not a name I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, dude, Mark Vientos. I was just watching Mark Vientos play in Kauffman Stadium. His swing is perfect for it. He just
recruiting.
Dude, I am, dude. Honestly, if I could
scouting,
if I could give you a Ben Caderna, or how about I'll get here's this. We're gonna do some real life, dialogue right here.
Wait.
The Mets
Call
need
my phone. I'm
another
David Stearns.
minor league pitcher.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let's make sure this is a legit situation here.
Oh
where
That's
we
crazy.
Who's my Jonah Hill? Who's my
Jonah Hill. You mean Jonah
Ringtone's on
Tall?
the phone.
Oh.
Oh Jesus.
You're talking movie. I was talking actual prospect.
Oh,
Hey, P4, how's it going?
I'm very busy over here, Kyle. Can you just get to it, please?
Yeah, just quick thought. Good series, by the way. You know, listen, it looks like we're kind of falling out of contention. Lugo's
Hey,
on
we're
a.
getting on this plane, man. If I need to offload somebody, you gotta let me know quick.
Here-
We're getting ready for the All-Star game.
here's what I
just
got.
sent 4 players to Atlanta.
Here's what I got. I got Seth Lugo, and I got Ben Caderna. He's our top 5 prospect pitcher, doing really nice. I just need those 2 guys for Mark
24 in
Vientos.
Double-A.
No, Ben is 20 in Double-A. Ben's got a good arsenal. His fastball can be worked on pretty good, but he's still got the power. And you're getting Lugo. You're going to have some good depth. If you guys could give me Vientos, it'll probably clear up some space for you guys since you're kind of loaded there in third
I
base.
need that other 26 spot. That's true, and he's not doing hot right now.
And you have to have Alvarez come up because he's looking hot too. So I know you can send
I
out one
like
of those.
Hayden Sanger catching games.
Exactly. You guys can have a DH position put in there as well. You guys look a little loaded there. Brett Beatty's at second base sometimes. It's kind of just looking a little stacked. We give you a good pitcher.
Third, Mauricio at third, at second.
I know it's a lot asking. of
Acuna,
Vientos.
would you do it for Acuna?
No, we won't take Acuna. We want Vientos.
Won't take great value, Acuna. No deal.
Wait, which Acuna? Before I can answer
The one on
question,
your
get the
team,
paperwork
jackass. The one you got from the Texas Rangers.
Kyle would trade Vinny for the other Acuna.
I would trade 3 players. All right, just let me know. Get off the plane.
Yeah, I'm really busy. I'm gonna have to get back to you.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good time. And that's kind of how it works. That's kind of what's going on right now.
That's inside.
You are so figure out you're so blurry. Is it just your focus?
He's in Hawaii still, fun fact.
He's actually still in Hawaii. P4 is a ghost right now. The All-Star game looks fun. Congratulations, Michael Garcia, for beating the Aaron Boone hates me allegations. And Jazz Chisholm didn't.
3 injuries.
It
At least.
did. And like 3 players that aren't even better than him. Well, I'd say Churio's better than him. I'd say Churio's better
Wait,
than
what
him.
the fuck are we talking about? That's NL.
Not Churio. The other.
Rosarena.
No.
No, that's AO.
No.
Boy, that's what we're talking about here.
No, who's the kid from the Rays? Not Jackson
Junior
Churio.
Camargo.
Junior Caminero.
Caminero.
Junior
Oh,
Caminero.
He kills the Mets somehow.
He
if
is.
the home run derby was in City Field, I'd fucking take who's your dipshit guy, Brandon Donovan. In the fucking home run derby in City Field, that's how fucking good he is there. Between him and Junior Camario, it's like what the fuck.
Anyways, Jazz Chisholm and Michael Garcia will be sharing a dugout together. Maybe they kiss and make up. We'll see what happens. Maybe Aaron Boone sits there and forces them to hug for 4 hours before they can step on the field. The home run derby looks exciting. It's tomorrow. Drewski did not die in Atlanta.
God.
Congratulations. Guys, just real quick, go down the
Drewski
line.
was on Justin Bieber's album 4 times.
Yeah, 4 times.
Drewski was in St. Louis for fucking could have been records auditions. He's everywhere, man.
Are we gonna see Nick Howard there?
I
on the
missed
next
it.
step?
They didn't give me the notification. I'm pretty pissed. I can't lie. Sexy Red was there too.
Ski.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so here's what we got. I have 3 guys here. I'm going to give you the list of who our home run derby contestants are, and I need you guys to pick. And I'm not going to give you their home run totals.
Here's the things I had to pick for MLB The Show. Most home runs, or the winner, most home runs in a round and longest home run of the event.
Okay, so here's our home run derby
Jesus.
lineup. Byron Buxton, healthy season, is your home run derby contestant number 1. The guy we were just talking about, Junior Caminero. We have O'Neal Cruz, the exit velocity king.
He's gonna hit a kid in the head with like 125-mile-an-hour.
Matt Olson is
Betting
also
favorite, by the way.
Matt Olson is also in there. Cal
I wish it was
Raleigh,
Acuna.
Cal Raleigh, the
Is
big
Matt
dumper.
Olson one of the Olsen twins?
He's actually the third. It's like
Yeah.
Miles Plumley.
Cal Raleigh
Like
is
he's the Marshall one.
another contestant, the
Marshall.
big dumper. Brent Rooker, the athletic slugger, is there as well, and James.
Hey, he used to be a
Wood.
Royal.
He was for 4 games. James Wood, the national slugger.
He's really good, man.
And
He was a
part
your
of the Soto
final
trade, too, from the
contestant,
Padres.
Jazz Mickey Mouse home run, Chisholm Jr.
Are they gonna move in right field for him?
Yeah, are they gonna say wait and bring in like the softball fence for the celebrity game and say, all right, now he can hit a home run?
No, Jazz, it's your
That
turn.
is MLB The Show cover athlete to you, Jazz Chisholm.
You know what?
Marlins.
You know what?
Eyeball
We would like Jazz a lot more if he
Did
wasn't
you know
a
he's
damn
from the
Yankee.
Bahamas?
Did you know that he went to school in Wichita, Kansas?
If
I'm dead serious. Look it up.
Jazz, no, yeah, 100%. If Jazz Chisholm was anywhere but the Yankees, society would look like that one image that's like dystopian.
Everything.
cars
No,
flying around.
Ustopian, not dystopian.
Yeah.
Speaking of
It'd be a
dystopian,
utopia.
I
Yeah,
watched
did
the
anyone
Hunger
other than
Games
PC
for
listen
the
to
first
that
time.
album?
Yay or nay?
the new Travis Scott one.
Wiggly, wiggly, diggly, biggly. Bibbidi, bibbidi, bobbidi, bip. Oh,
How
bobbidi,
does
bibbidi,
even
bip.
Don Tolliver sound bad on that?
Dude, that Jack Boys album was disgusting.
Hey, do you guys want to go to a Destroy Lonely concert with me?
Hey, when we go to a 5-finger
You know
death
what's
punch.
also disgusting is that Jacob Mezarowski is an all-star apparently.
Hey,
after
hey,
5
wait,
MLBs.
I have
stop.
something to put into this.
Stop.
Let's-
Time out. This
Oh,
is
you're showing it
no.
off.
This
Ring
is
flex, by the
this,
way.
No,
Look like.
this is Rob Manfred at his best. The Yankees. This is how the Yankees run it all. The Yankees tell Rob Manfred to put in Jacob Marizowski. Or the Dodgers, probably the Dodgers. They say put this kid in because he is going to he's going to be worth so much money. And the Brewers will sit there and go, should we pay the fastball thrower that throws the ball at 150 million miles per hour? Should we pay him money or trade him to the Dodgers?
That's crushed him.
Here's how they did it. The Dodgers said, put him in the All-Star game. Dave Roberts said, I want him. I want him. Because all these other guys, they're not going to be Dodgers. Jacob Marizowski, though, that's a Dodger. Because you think the Brewers are going to pay him money? Get out of town, bro. The Brewers are going to
They
look at
gotta
him.
pay Jack Caglione first, though. You gotta remember this. They
Here's
gotta
the
pay the other
context that I
Italian.
saw. Was that the MLB did reach out to other pitchers, but it's kind of like the NFL Pro Bowl, right? Where you end up getting a Huntley because they keep on inviting these Kirk Cousins, these Russell Wilsons, and they all go, yeah, I appreciate that you want to give me the All-Star selection, the Pro Bowl selection, but I don't want to go to the game. I'm going through rehab. I got time with my kids, all this stuff. So they go down their whole list, and they go, oh, Huntley's the only one that's even willing to make the trip. So apparently Sixto Sanchez and the other guy on the Phillies who missed it, Ranger Suarez.
Yeah,
Christopher
but
Sanchez and
but
Ranger
did they get
Suarez. I
asked?
thought they called him Sixto for like a season. or
But did
something.
they call him and
No,
say
it's
do you,
different guys. Different
That's
guys.
a different guy. Okay.
did they
Yes,
call
They're
these?
They're both lefties, right?
Oh, hold on. I got a question.
Yeah, I guess.
Did they call these pitchers Ranger Suarez and the other Philadelphia?
That's what I was told.
But
That's
okay,
what you're told. But the Phillies,
the Phillies
like, called
team-
bullshit.
the
like,
Phillies they
I
called it the
literally
Savannah
out loud.
Bananas. They
Yeah,
called the
they
Savannah
called
Bananas.
bullshit. So yeah, apparently it was not. The
Yeah, this
case
was
in my-
this was
from,
a, this
like,
was a very
ESPN. It was a top ESPN headline for sure. So
Yeah, this is a
it's
simple.
Just, it's kind of like it's literally like NBA
Trey
and stuff.
Turner
Like a
will
lot of
find
people
any
like
reason
will.
to fucking pout. Let's get that out of the way right now.
But I mean, it's still like sure. I get the rivalry context. 'Cause I
Kodai
would talk
Senga.
shit at the same time with like Saya Suzuki and Michael Bush. I think
No,
Suzuki
absolutely.
actually made it,
Fucking
but-
Juan Soto. I
No,
mean,
there's
come
definitely
on.
some snubs for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a nine
uh,
a 900.
Well, the AL
OP.
and the NL. Did you see the thing that there's like 8 players in the AL with an over 295 average, and there's not one player in the NL with an over 295 average?
Yeah, but look at the OPSs. Look at the OPS difference in the AL. And
Yeah,
the
I mean
NL.
we kind of hit more bombs over in the NL than the
Yeah,
AL.
you
But
walk.
the AL's slowly becoming a little brother league.
No,
I think
we
Brandon
we,
Donovan's the RBI or the average leader for the NL at
is
295.
that the case?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I actually
Like Jeff McNeil batted 356 like 5 years ago, and he's not the same player.
It is interesting. We'll see how this All-Star game goes. A lot of heat there. The home run derby kind of looks poop. I can't wait until we get
What?
yeah.
What?
The only
There's
reason
there was
Judge, Wilson,
so little like
Arena,
freaking. It looks
Pena,
dope.
Myers, Kirk,
I
Garcia.
the only
I
the
like it
only
a lot.
listen the only reason I'm watching it is because I want to watch Byron Buxton and I want to watch O'Neal Cruz go last round. Other than that,
Buxton.
we are
Buxton,
we
bro.
are. I want to be like 2 years down
Do
the
we
road.
like that Cal Raleigh's doing it, or is this going to stunt?
I think Cal Raleigh's fine doing
this
it.
season.
It doesn't matter at all. But like I can't wait until we have
Honestly,
like this,
it's only
If
messed
the
up
M's
like
don't make the playoffs, does he have a
15%.
chance
like
in
Jazz
hell
Chisholm
of
being in
making
there
an
is
MVP?
goofy. Like unless your name is Aaron Judge, any Yankee should not be. Or I guess if Giancarlo Stanton was actually like playing real baseball, there should be no Yankee in the home run derby. That's ridiculous. Like Jazz Chisholm Jr., I know he can belt the ball once in a while, but
it's a marketing kind of system, just like Jacob Mizrowski, or
Yeah.
however you pronounce his last name. Excuse me
yeah,
if I messed
well,
that up.
yeah, they just want him to get paid more, and his value went up, and this and that. And now he's a Dodger. Whoop-de-doo. Congratulations.
You are correct. Brendan Donovan is tied with Freddie Freeman as the top average.
Yeah, but how many games has
Yeah,
Freddie
that's
Freeman
insane.
played compared to Brendan Donovan?
He has, let's see, 317 at bats, and Brendan Donovan has 344.
Okay, so that's
So
similar.
Brendan Donovan does have a little bit of advantage there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I want to go over, I can go over the standings of the MLB right now, but at the end of the day, Howard, and probably P4 know it best. When the All-Star game ends, or after the All-Star break, hell breaks loose. Like, people die. And teams that you think weren't good are just all of a sudden, leading their division. I mean, the Royals, I think, last year were 10 games under the Cleveland Guardians come the All-Star break, and they were tied in mid-August. So shit goes down. Teams fall, teams rise. I mean, the 21 Braves didn't see 500 baseball until the middle of August. So this is where stuff just gets out of hand, and we don't know what we're predicting at this point. It's hard to give you can give teams mid-season grades, sure, but there is 162 games, and this next phase is going to be ridiculous. I guarantee you right now that the Boston Red Sox are going to end up finishing around 8th or 9th place in the AL. Because their pitching is not sustainable. It's not. It's not sustainable. The Mets look fine rather than what Frank the Tank says. Congratulations to Frank the Tank, by the way, for breaking 300 pounds.
Oh my
Big
gosh.
commitment. But
Jesus,
the
just
Mets...
if you even start getting close, call somebody, please. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yes, congratulations, Dan.
But Yeah, this is good. The NL looks not. It looks pretty stable. The AL is going to be a train wreck. It's going to be a mess. So we'll see what happens. All right, we can move on to the next thing. Congratulations to the MLB for doing their thing and being crazy.
Yeah, great in-depth analysis there from K-Stout with the MLB stuff there. We had a really good UFC card that happened this past week. I know Mayman from Way Out West did say that he got to watch that. I felt like there's a lot of good fights, a lot of gatekeepers or older fighters losing to let the next generation kind of come in. We've talked about this last few weeks, where it's like seems like the newer generation's kind of kicking the old generation out of the rankings now, and now we're into this newer generation of fighters that are coming in as we continue on with this. I can share the screen. P4, you got this is Poirier.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Okay. Hey,
Oh, right there. Awesome. Yeah,
this is
events
Poirier.
or down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just the
No,
hallway.
you're on the hallway, so you
there
wanna
go.
go
Yep,
events.
right there. Gotcha.
All right, so starting off on this card, we this is a good card. This was in Nashville, Tennessee, Bridgestone Arena. This is where the Predators play, isn't it, Howard? We were trying to
Very
figure
correct. Very correct.
out. Does anything else happen there, or just like country music concerts?
Country music concerts, hockey, anything indoors that's not the Titan Stadium, pretty much.
Well, starting off, and this was a performance of the night. Fatima Klein, who was a huge favorite, minus 905 on some of them. Fatima Klein, who's a really good fighter, had a great head kick knockout, and then some ground and pound over Melissa Martinez. Melissa Martinez falls to 8-2. Fatima Klein rises to 8-1. This was a good fight for Fatima. I would have liked to get the first round KO maybe. It looked like she kind of played around for the first couple of minutes of this fight, but Melissa Martinez is a good fighter, so that kind of does it for that fight. It was a good head kick knockout if you get a chance to look at it. But yeah, that's at the 115 division of the women's MMA. Moving on up the card, another KO. This was Mike Davis over Mitch Ramirez. Mitch Ramirez, who looked pretty good in the beginning of this fight, got hit with a flying knee and then couldn't really recover from the ground and pound. The whole first round was Mike Davis in a figure four. Got a couple good rear naked choke opportunities, a lot of submission opportunities. But Mitch Ramirez was able to get it off. Big thing with the rear naked choke, you want to get that hand, you want to go hand over head. Ramirez was the heavy underdog. He looked like he was having fun in there, but a guy like Mike Davis, he was 1 month older, but he looked a lot of fights older in that fight. Just the skill and the he just looked more calm in there. I mean, Mitch looked like he was having fun, but Mike Davis, he was a huge favorite at minus 700, and yeah, he kind of smoked Mitch Ramirez, which kind of sucks because Ramirez was a good underdog, not necessarily picked to win for the money, but picked for the good odds. Going on up the card, the number 3 fight, then we got Kennedy Nchengwu versus Walter Walker. Walter Walker, brother of Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker father, Walter mother. That's how they say it. Walter Walker, 6 years younger than Johnny Walker. Also Brazilian, fights in the same camp as Johnny. Johnny was in the corner of Walter. Walter, his third heel hook submission in a row. First round submission. Big grappler guy, big grappler, especially as far as heavyweight goes. He looked really good, really clean on his feet. Kennedy, he still has some power. He was the moderate favorite at minus 195. Kennedy, 33 years old. Walter's now on a 3-fight win streak. Let's see who these were also against. I've got it up. Kennedy and Nchengwu, Dontel Myers, and Junior Topham by heel hook in the first round. We'll see how far that heel hook gets him, I think is the main point of this. I think it's good for these lower level heavyweight fights, and we've talked about how the heavyweight division looks in the UFC currently, the current landscape of it. It's not as good as it's been in the past, but Walter Walker looks real good. I think he will give some guys some interesting matchups. Moving on up the card, we had another good fight. Lauren Murphy announced her retirement. She was 41. Eduarda Moreira, Ronda Moreira, heavy favorite coming into this fight. She got the unanimous decision over Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy probably should have retired a couple fights ago. 16-7 is her career record, and Eduarda Moreira, who's 31 years old and working her way up the division, is 12-1 now. She looks pretty good. A lot of good grappling, a lot of good strikes, a lot of good combinations. She was in there, she was moving, she was shaking. Lauren, you could just see she was waiting for that knockout punch. She was almost straining the whole fight. She knew this was her last fight, and as we see in a lot of these sports, when you announce your retirement, that means you should have retired last season. I mean, what is Anthony Smith? We'll see what Dustin Poirier does. He might be on some juice. We might have you pull up some of the pictures of him recently, because he looks like a refrigerator. But Edmund Moreira, great fight by her, unanimous decision. She's moving on up in the ranks. Now in the next fight right here, Jake Matthews, Chidi Njokuan. This was a welterweight bout. Jake Matthews hopped on his neck real quick, rear naked choke, almost immediately. It was an even pick'em fight, -105 to -110. 30 years old for Jake Matthews, 36 for Chidi. I liked Chidi in this fight, but Jake Matthews had a good grappling and just took him down, took him straight to his back, and submitted him. So not much there. Didn't get a performance of the night bonus, which I don't know was Dana not being impressed with his opponent. But Jake Matthews, good fight by him. He's now 22-7. Now we have the featured prelim, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the featured prelim. Chris Curtis versus Max Griffin. Chris Curtis got the win. 37 years old, making his welterweight debut. He looked good at welterweight.
Yeah.
He was playing by the rules. He got kicked in the cup. He got poked in the eye. Kept on asking for time. They wouldn't quite give it to him. Max Griffin was on him. Max Griffin's kind of just a big, hefty brawler, though. So Chris Curtis was able to keep his distance. Sean Strickland was in his corner, and he got the win. So congrats to Chris Curtis. I don't know if he's going to stay at 170. I mean, now he's got a little bit of a win streak going. He wasn't looking too good at 85. But I don't know how many more fights at 170 he's going to be able to win. So we'll see who they put him up against next. That was a split decision to Chris Curtis. Tuco Tucos took on Junior Taffa. Junior Taffa making his light heavyweight debut. Tuco Tucos is just the better wrestler. And Junior Taffa and his brother, while an interesting story and while they look good in their training clips, when it comes to UFC fights, they time and time again have underperformed, left a lot to be desired. And maybe it's because they moved him up the ranks so fast, but the light heavyweight and heavyweight division, I mean, it's sink or swim. The landscapes of these divisions, the cream rises to the top. There's a lot of good fighters, and you have to beat those guys if you want to stay up there. So Tuco Tucos, the senior fighter by 6-7 years, ended up getting away with the win. He was a moderate underdog before the fight. Submission arm triangle. It was in the second round. Tuco Tucos is actually kind of a good fighter, so I'm excited to see him in the light heavyweight division. I don't know if he's quite ranked worthy, but he's 35 years old, so he's got to string some wins together. But he's an interesting fighter. He's fun, and it's he doesn't need a nickname. Tuco Tucos. Moving on up the card, we have Vitor Petrino. He beat Austin Lane, former Kansas City Chief Austin Lane.
And Jacksonville Jaguar.
Defensive end. I think he won like ACC Defensive Player of the Year or something. Had a couple of sacks. I forget where he went to school.
He just looked like Terry.
Yeah, and he's a big brawler. He has a couple good knockouts. I mean, he's a better UFC fighter than Greg Hardy ever was. But, I mean, these NFL guys, it's like a totally different body. You look at these NFL guys, and they need to make another division for them, is really what they need to do. They need to make like a 350-pound limit, maybe do a different cage. I don't know what they're looking into with the TKO and all that stuff. They probably should move around the divisions anyway. But A lot of these NFL guys, I think they can do some real cool stuff. They're very athletic, they're very big, they're very strong. They can't get down to 265 though. You're like limiting it to like either edge rushers that need to go down a lot or like former linebackers. But all these guys, they don't want to fight. So you got to go with like the big boys. I bet you get a couple offensive linemen, Richie Incognitos, a couple of guys who have stuff more to prove, at least they think. So go with them. But Vitor Petrino got the win, a rear naked choke. Austin Lane, just no wrestling. Good boxer, no wrestling. Huge favorite, Vitor, minus 600. 10 years the junior to 37-year-old Austin Lane. 6'2", so there was quite a height difference. 80-inch reach for Austin Lane. I mean, he's an NFL player. He looked good at the combine. I mean, you're just taking the pinnacle of really human genetics, pretty much, when you're talking NFL. And then MMA, it's more these guys who are technically sound, and you see it time and time again. But moving on up the card, we look and we see Morgan Churi versus Nate Landwehr. Fight of the night for both gentlemen. Fight. They both went home with 50,000, I believe. But in the third round, right off the bell, Morgan jumped on Nate and ended up getting the win.
Smoked him.
But Nate's a good fighter.
Yeah.
Nate's a really good fighter. This was war. Morgan looked real good. I think it was just
Morgan just threw skill out the window and just went into the fire.
He was down 2-0. He was down 2-0 for sure. Mm-hmm. He had to do something.
Landwehr is nothing to kind of scoff at. He 18-6 going into this fight. He was a moderate underdog. They did think Morgan, the last Pirate, was going to win. 29 to 37 are the ages. Similar height, similar reach. But, yeah, like you guys were saying, the last Pirate, I mean, he just got in there. He knew he was down 2-0. He had to empty out the gas tank, and he just did that.
Murked him.
So both these guys at 145, they probably continue up. But moving on up the card, we have Steve Garcia versus Calvin Kattar. I don't like the Calvin Kattar. The Max fight changed Calvin Kattar because Calvin had a really good fight after that Max fight. Max just looked really good, and that was in the Apex. That was when they were doing the COVID stuff. But Steve Garcia looked really good here. Unanimous decision. Calvin Kattar's probably done here. And we'll talk about the next fighter as well. But as we're saying, especially in these lower weights, PC Cat started off talking about the changing of the guard. That's definitely the case in the lower weights. But we'll get to the main event and talk about what's happening in the heavier weights. But in this lower weight class, I mean, you got to be on your stuff because there's a lot of young kids coming up training this MMA stuff and doing BJJ since they were in diapers and training striking and boxing and wrestling and all this stuff. You got to be ready, and Calvin Kattar wasn't. So he got his ass beat for 15 minutes. And
it was an ass kicking.
But 37 years old. And Steve Garcia, he's only 33, and he kind of came out of nowhere. But co-main event, Gabriel Bonfim looked like garbage.
Yeah, he didn't look good at all.
Maybe a robbery here.
I thought he took him down in the third to give him the fight.
I've seen so many fights won like Bonfim did. Like, it seemed goofy.
It was
but
so
at the same
close,
time,
and then
there's
he
so
took
many
him
guys
down
that won
and held him
fights
down
like
for the last
hugging
2
the
minutes.
cage.
Thompson was the tougher fighter?
I mean, he took a hit to that shin to shin hit was really crazy.
Thompson's
how it
been
like
always
split
been
his shin
really
open.
good, but
Yeah, I think that was one of the better Thompson fights in quite a while.
yeah,
but
he fought really well.
in terms of like robbery and everything, in terms of like a precedent, like it didn't really like it seemed very consistent to a lot of results in the past. Where if they're hugging the cage and having control, they usually win the fight and stuff, which is kind of goofy still, but at the same time, it's not anything that we haven't seen before, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, Gabriel Bonfim should have looked a lot better.
Yeah.
So this does maybe knock
sure.
him down
100%.
a little bit in my own little ranking. I thought he was going to go out there, maybe get a first-round submission. I thought he was going to at least finish the fight. But I don't know. Does Stephen Thompson hang around that much longer?
No,
I mean, he's not going to get a main event retirement tour like
42.
Poirier is.
Maybe he
does
has
do
one
another
more
fight.
fight in him, but yeah, it's,
170,
it's
what do you
not-
do?
It's definitely the end of his road for sure.
Yeah.
I don't even know who
He
wants
did
to
good,
make
though.
weight against him. He's fought everybody at 170.
Yeah,
Let's go
I mean,
through his.
he did
recent
what he had to
fights.
do in this fight, and I do respect him for that for sure. He was defending the takedown pretty well, so shout out Wonder Boy
Bonfim.
for sure.
Buckley, Shavkat, Holland, Bilal, Gilbert Burns, Jeff Neal, Vincent Luque, Anthony Pettis,
Maybe
Darren Till, Jorge
someone
Masvidal,
like
Tyron Woodley,
Burns, but yeah.
Rory McDonald, Johnny Hendricks. I mean, the guy's beaten or at least fought everybody at
Oh,
170.
Wonderboy.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy has. So I don't know if there is another fight to make for him. But we'll see what the matchmakers do regardless. Like Howard was saying, shout out to him. Great fighter, Wonder Boy, Karate Kid. I mean, he's brought a lot of excitement to the UFC. And Bon Feeb, you got to step up your game, man, because you just beat the guy, but I don't know if you can fill his shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you can really
So-
get to 12.
I mean, yeah, he didn't really gain anything from this for sure, in my opinion.
Well, let's move on up to the main event. I mean, let's just get right into it. The best knockout artist, I think. I mean, this
Yeah.
is what everyone thinks when they say Kimbo Slice is Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
When everyone says Robert Frost or all these like Mike Tyson Punch Out and all this like stuff, Derek Lewis is that. He is the
Yeah.
current day iteration. You only get this hand blessed maybe every 30, 40 years or something. You get a guy that comes along with that power. But Derek Lewis at, what is he, 40? He just turned 40?
Yeah,
40
I
years
think,
old.
yeah, 40 years old.
February 7th. I checked that with a friend. So yeah,
And
February
Carlson
7th. is 40.
Texera, I mean, what the heck, man? He
I
was
don't
out there.
know.
He was just being a goofy, like he was acting like a Gen Z kid. Like he's like, oh, this fucking guy, you're just standing in my way. And he was too busy looking through him, forgot the task at hand.
I mean, he was going. Derek Lewis just nailed him with.
He got
He
caught.
went in, and yeah, he just went as. Like,
And then
he was
yeah,
just
well, and like
wide
I
open.
remember seeing like in the like saying in our group chat or whatever saying that it was stopped too early. But if you go back and watch, when he used the cage to not get knocked out.
100%.
It was almost,
and
it
you
was
guys
almost
set a
stopped
precedent.
too
Like you
late
can't even
to
take
make
away
it
a
look
point.
like it was stopped too
Right.
late.
Yeah, you can't even take away a point.
Like in the
because if you
moment,
take away
it
a
looked
point-
away fine, but then like
Yeah.
when you watch it again, you're like, he is rocked. He's done. Like there's no. I mean, yeah, he looked like he would be ready to go, but you can't use the cage like that.
Because
Like,
if you would let him continue, then anybody could go and
Right.
grab the fence if they're getting rocked.
yeah, if you're
you know?
yeah,
That's
and
what I
then
saw,
turn
too.
away and yeah.
And I think
It was a
the
good
perfect,
stoppage, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the
for sure,
perfect
'cause he was getting
thing about it
rocked.
is if he didn't grab the cage, would he have been able to stand up?
I don't think so.
He was getting hammered. Like,
He was
it
getting
was,
smoked.
it was
like
crazy,
if
yeah.
he would have done like a little roll, get a grabby going, or do
Ben
something
just said
defensive.
virgins. Ben, I don't know who you are, but maybe.
Shout
you
out.
are.
Shout out.
Ben.
Shout out, Ben.
No. Boo. Boo Ben in the comments.
Ben, I'm married.
Ben.
I'm married.
Seemed triggered by that, Kyle.
No, get rid of Aragon too.
He did
But,
donate last pod or a couple pods ago.
I think he's just number one in the chat. But that doesn't really prove anything, Kyle. Until we see the sonogram. We're waiting. But Derek Lewis, I mean, is he the guy who can beat Tom Aspinall? This is what I want to
I
get.
think you give him a chance. I think you
He
give him a
doesn't
chance.
want it.
I
He
think- I
doesn't
mean,
want it.
Derek
I
gave
know
DC a
for
run for his
fact.
money. Gave Francis a run for his money. Hit Francis harder than Francis ever been hit.
He got fucking laid like a nicely cut fillet against Serial.
Well,
God,
that's the
bro.
thing.
I
He
mean, I
does.
love Derek, but let's give him these kind of fights and nothing for the championship. Because I think
But who are you
I
supposed
love
to do?
Derek, but I feel like
The
he gets
heavyweight division is
dissected by
so-
Aspinall. I understand that part, but I mean,
I'm
Jolton
if I take
Almeida,
Jolton Almeida, if I
Gone,
take
sure,
Gone,
like
those guys, I mean, it's almost so simple. You're like, how did you fuck it up? Like, you know, this is Derek's whole game plan. He's gonna push you with this arm and swing with that arm, and then every once in a while he might push you with that arm and swing with this arm, and that's it.
Derek Lewis is a great like gatekeeper slash middle of the heavyweight division, whatever that is, kind of guy that like he can go and test you if you're ready for the top or not. But he still has it for sure with his.
But if you,
Punches
as
for
in
sure.
that within that role, if you
I
do
don't
that
think.
to
I
the
think it's
end,
just goofy to make him like championship fighting
Hey,
material.
we're talking about the
Well,
UFC
I mean,
here. I get what
Paddy
you're saying, but it's
Pimblett
like
is
when
might
people
be
talk
the next
about what
contender
we should
against
do with our
Ilya. What do
taxes to
you?
make the go-
It's
We're dealing with the UFC
all
business.
money, bro.
Well, sure.
The
but
name
I mean, I
alone
think-
would sell tickets, especially the
I
heavyweight
guess.
division
I mean,
being
sure.
that
I'm
bad
just-
right now.
I don't know. I don't know.
Are there other
I
guys
think
that
that's
Here's
deserve
the
it
other
more,
thing,
like
Derek
Almeida
won
and
another
Gane?
fight.
Aspinall
fight.
takedown, and it's just
I don't know.
we've seen
Derek
like
can do whatever
freaking
Derek wants, but I think
Curse
like
blades.
it's just like the
I-
Paddy
I
Pimblett
like
thing.
Derek
Like
getting
it's
these
it's
wins,
the
though.
name of it makes it sound like a good main event versus Almeida or Gane, who Tom Aspinall is just gonna level. More than likely. More than likely.
He hasn't fought anyone in a minute.
Yeah, because John Jones
That's
was
a
doing
conversation for another
crack.
day. And he was a pussy for taking another fight, but we'll save that for another day.
It's okay. They're gonna fight at the White House card.
Yeah, 4th of July, 2026.
Average age of 40.
It'll be a great show.
That does it for the cool fight night in Nashville. I mean, good card, fun fight. We'll see what they start doing with these cards. I mean, it's always armchair UFC with this, but yeah.
And then we get to
Uh,
this card.
Yep, coming up
You have to pay
next,
$60 for.
Yeah, ranked fighters not on the main event, and it's just Marvin Vettori, top 10 fighters.
This is
what
a
are we looking at?
badass
318?
card. Dana White.
Yeah, so many early prelim fights.
Yeah, I mean it's a big card. Let's see what we're
Friday
rocking with.
Valentine would be fun.
We'll do
but-
some quick stuff real quick. Carly, I probably take her. Bruno Ferreira, Jackson McVeigh. See, this is a tough matchup right here. Jackson McVeigh was supposed to make his debut a couple weeks ago. That was the fighter that did make weight. His opponent didn't make weight, so then he ended up getting his show bonus, but wasn't able to fight. So now he's making his debut. But Bruno Ferreira is a tough guy to welcome into the division at middleweight. So I'm not sure about that one. Ryan Spann versus Lucas Breezy. Slight underdog, about the same age, slight advantage for Spann. I don't know. I might go Lucas there, the Polish. Marcin Prachado versus Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute's kind of fire, but Marcin is kind of old. I might go Crute there. Fugit versus Islam. Islam's making his debut, I believe. Maybe I go with Islam there. I mean, Fugit's kind of on he's 10-4, but he's 3-2 in the UFC. Atabey Gutierrez versus Robert Valentin. I might go
Gautier.
Valentin here.
Gautier, 100%.
Gautier.
Easy
Well,
money.
he is 1-0.
Free money.
Robert Valentin's 0-2.
He's such
I
a
like
dog, too.
Valentin as a prospect, but now he has not looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a minus 550 heavy favorite though. Then we have Francisco Prado versus Nikolov Vitrinikov, the Uzbekistan. I might go Uzbekistan here, even though the slight favorite is Francisco. 12-3, he's 23 years old. Marvin Vittori versus Brandon Allen. What a crapshoot. Kyler Phillips versus Vinicius Oliveira. Cowboy Oliveira. I think I like Oliveira here. Slight favorite, maybe by submission over Kyler Phillips. Michael Johnson, Daniel Zulab. Can you say
Zellhuber.
Zellhuber. Zellhuber. I'm probably taking Zellhuber there, but Michael Johnson's a kind of a veteran of the fight game. Dan Ige versus Patricio Pitbull. Does Patricio Pitbull make his? Does he finally win a UFC fight?
It's just a UFC debut, I think.
No, he got
lost.
mega murked
No,
by
that's right,
fucking
yeah.
Yair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's on the main card at 318.
D-Rod versus Kevin Holland. Holland submission.
That'll be a huge fight. I know Rodriguez is really old, but he did fight really well last time.
Roman Kopylov versus Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is on like a 4-fight losing streak in the UFC.
Should be 50 after that fucking Sean Strickland fight, dude. Unfucking believable. I
Costa
had so much faith in
underdog.
him too.
Does
Good.
that sway
It's
your
Good.
mind at all?
He deserves
It's the
like
same
a
thing that we've
1,000
been
after
seeing the last
that
3 or 4
bullshit he
weeks.
pulled
It's,
next to
it's these
Strickland.
older guys
It's
that are
so-
passing the guard. It's
Yeah.
it's just what's happening right now in the UFC.
Copy
We're not gonna
love
get-
decently
was
hot.
so
We're not gonna
fast.
get Topuria Islam every week. Like it's just how it is. It's the changing of the guard. There's a lot of old guys that we're like, okay, like retire. Then you get
BMF
this-
belt is on the line. It's the only reason that this is a fucking pay-per-view. But real UFC fans know you don't have to really pay. Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. Max is 0-2 against Dustin. Dustin's retiring after this. It's a -115, a -105, slight favorite, slight edge to the Max Holloway. What are we thinking, boys?
I'm thinking Holloway.
Does it go the distance?
No.
No, I think Holloway. Oh, jeez.
I don't
it
think
could go
Poirier's
the
going down
distance,
without
but
fighting. I could see it go the distance for sure.
I think Holloway. I think they.
Dustin
I think
wins,
Holloway.
I think it goes the distance, but I
Understood.
think Dustin might have a slight edge over Holloway. I think this is the time where Holloway kind of fades into the well, remember him type of fighter. I think Dustin Poirier, the Cajun machine, just gets his real nice one that we've been waiting for recently.
That'd be
4
cool.
years ago, a couple days ago, is when he beat Connor the last time Connor fought.
Yeah, but was that like? But that wasn't.
July
Okay.
11th or something. There was no check. Your wife is in me DMs. Hey, baby. Shag me up at the window.
I did a broken leg sitting on the ground. Oh man.
All right. Well, yep. UFC pretty much wrapped up there. Good stuff there by the main man from way out west. He even took the time out of his vacation to keep up for the Dude Sports. We appreciate him. Let's do our favorite last little bit of the show. We got Smart or Dumb. We gotta get Howard his Taylor Swift thing. We should do that maybe next week. We'll promote it so we can do that where we have more viewers. For
The
that.
wife
But,
can- the wife can help you
Howard's
out.
not going to be there.
I did research. I
he's got
swear, it's already
research
made.
apparently.
It's
So-
ready.
Talk about
It's
yeah. You
ready
better
to
have
be
George.
done.
Better have George Soros in there.
But if you don't know the current score right now, it is sharing my screen right now. All right. So you've got here it is. Only done 1 week. I've got a point. Kyle's got a point. Howard is at a lonely 0. P4 had really hard questions last week. Let's see if these questions are going to be as difficult or if he's going to give us some softballs to give us some points. But P4, main man from way out west, floor is yours.
Time's yours.
I need to come up with a couple. I need 2 more.
All right.
Okay,
Well, we can talk about something
Still
else.
time, Kyle.
Man. Okay, so I watched the Hunger Games movies recently. I've never seen them, and I have my top 5 because I think there's 5 movies out there. Are you guys? I'm not saying are you big Hunger Games fans, but like, has everyone
I've
seen?
got a ranking
I've seen
of
them.
those movies.
I've seen
I
them.
know.
I think okay. Here's my top.
There's
here-
5.
there's 5.
Yeah.
Well,
I was not
yeah,
aware
because the
there
new
were
one is
5
the
of them.
snow movie.
The song is it's about
Songbirds
snow,
and
yeah.
Snakes. Okay, so here's my top 5. My number 5 is Mockingjay Part 1.
Yep.
Mockingjay Part 1. Just two. It kind of is a builder.
It's so boring.
It is pretty
It's so
boring,
boring.
and I think the idea of the propos were kind of silly. Number 4, I have the original Hunger Games. I hate
Really? I had that one.
I hate the color they use for it. The camera quality's kind of goofy. It just wasn't. It was a first of its generation of trying to make those dystopian style of movies, and it was okay-ish. Number 3, I got Catching Fire. I thought Catching Fire.
What?
Yeah, I thought Catching Fire.
What?
Should have
I
been.
like part 2 better than Catching Fire.
Yeah, I do, and I'll tell you why. But Catching Fire is a good movie. I think 1 through 3 are very, very close. I'm not like saying like one's way better than the other, but Catching Fire was a fantastic movie. It just, for some reason, I think uh, it just didn't really hit home with the idea of having all of the. I get the reason why Plutarch wanted to change the quarrel situation or whatever that thing was. I maybe if I watch it again, I'll have it up higher. Songbirds and Snakes was my second one. That one was way well done. This is kind of what you get when you have a bunch of theater kids.
Second Mockingjay.
Yeah,
That's the number one.
so second Mockingjay is number one.
Mockingjay in general,
I
top
think
tier
they're-
is nuts.
I think it's
both
5
of
and
them
4.
are bottom.
I think you know what, a lot of people
I have
and
5.
and my wife was telling me that a lot of people didn't like Mockingjay Part 2. Here's why I liked Mockingjay Part 2. I
I
think
like it better than part one, but still.
I think it was
I don't like
there was a bit more action. It was a bit scarier, and the ending just kind of made more sense to me. I thought it was a good ending, and I get the books. There were books and stuff like that, but
I mean, the books are always better.
it was just so moving. I mean, Prim dying, and the idea it caused more mystery in my head of what actually happened. Other than the other movies, it was very direct in what happened. In the Mockingjay Part 2, I think, was the movie that I actually asked questions after the movie. And for me, that is what makes a good movie, is when I ask questions about what really happened in certain events. That's what, for me, makes like a favorite movie to me. Catching Fire, I think, was the best done movie. I think the way it was produced and how it was written was the best. But I think Mockingjay Part 2 had better scenes where it was actually like spooked me. Like when I saw the Mutts for the first time, that was pretty spooky. There was a lot of clues. It was a bit rushed,
I'm
but
ready.
a lot of rushed movies can end up being good. So, all right.
All right. Take it away.
Each their own.
All right, just 5 questions for you guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that would have sucked. All right, so we got the All-Star break coming up, so I'm going to give you guys 5 quick questions about baseball.
Oh,
All right. I'm going to give you guys 15, 30 seconds on this one.
Jesus.
Who leads rookies in home runs? Who leads the rookies in home runs? I mean, I guess qualified rookies, but
Probably wrong, but not a terrible guess.
there might be one guy that's actually a rookie that might be leading.
all right, let's see it, gentlemen.
I got Nick Kurtz.
That's who I have too. Spelled it wrong.
Jacob
though.
Wilson. Yep, it is Nick Kurtz. Jacob
Yeah.
Wilson's the contact guy of the Athletics. Nick Kurtz is the home run hitter.
Say his name fast 4 times.
Kyle, did you
It
get that
doesn't
one
sound
right?
like anything unless you have a mentally challenged brain. I swear to God.
Kyle, you got that right?
All right, this next one's well, yeah, we'll go with this. This is sticking in current day. Who in all of baseball has the lowest ERA at the break? What pitcher has the lowest ERA? Oh,
This could be fucking anybody.
qualified pitchers. You know what? I don't know if they included relievers, but it is a starter. If that fixes it.
This is the only one I can maybe think that it could potentially be. It's like one of the only few names of good baseball pitchers that I know.
Fuck.
Lowest ERA in baseball. Let me know when we get a answer.
I am ready.
Yes, same.
Let's see it.
I got Max Fried.
Max
Paul
Fried,
Skeens.
Google. It is Paul Skeens. 2 of
Yes!
1. It's insane.
Good answer. I feel like Max might have had that edge, but he might have had a couple starts that might have screwed that up. He was
All right,
leading
now
for
let's
a little
take you
bit.
back in time. Let's take you back in time. All-Star
that's even
game.
worse.
When was the first one?
Oh my
If you can give
gosh.
me the stadium, I'll give you a point.
This is even worse.
But when
yeah.
was it and where was it? The first All-Star game. The stars are out. Babe Ruth hit a home run in this game.
Oh, fuck. I just
I don't
changed
know if
the
that
year by a
helps or
lot.
hurts. Whatever you guys had going on.
This is my random guess. Because I have no
Throw a
idea.
stadium on there. You got an
I
idea?
did.
You've heard of this baseball stadium. We got answers?
Yep.
Nope, not yet. Hold on.
I
Hooray!
do.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's see it.
I got Fenway 1925.
1912. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, 1940. I think the closest is Nick Howard, but it was 1933 at Kaminsky Park in Chicago.
Nobody got that right. It wasn't even close.
Come on,
He's
guys.
7 years
Kaminsky
off.
Park?
I
Oh,
remember
that was a bad
Kaminsky
guess.
Park.
I don't.
No, no.
I,
Yeah, Brooklyn. I don't think that's any. I think that's a bridge.
Kaminsky, yeah.
well, didn't the Dodgers have? That's what I was kind of thinking was Brooklyn Dodgers at that point.
Polo Grounds. That's what Howard put down.
Uh,
All right, next up, and there's technically two answers. Jacob Mizorowski's 23 years old. He will be in the All-Star game. However, what I want to know is who's the youngest All-Star game MVP ever? There's two of them. They were both 22 years of age. Youngest player to win MVP of the All-Star game. 22 years. Youngest All-Star game MVP. There's two answers. I'll give you points for.
so I gotta write down 2 names.
I only
No,
have
I will-
I only have one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'll judge you off of one.
I only have one as well.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
All right, let's see it then.
I got Bo Jackson 1986.
Ronald.
Ken Griffey
Acuna.
Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr. So technically, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was a couple days younger in 2021 than Ken Griffey Jr. was in 1992, but Ken Griffey Jr. was also 22 years of age. Give that man a point.
I was thinking Ken, but I was
Fucking
thinking
finally, dude.
Bo
Finally
Jackson.
got a point on the board.
Fucking finally.
All right.
Thank God.
Question number 4. Or that was 4? This is
That was
5.
4. This is 5.
That's 4,
All
yeah.
right. Last question. And there's 5 answers to this one. But I'm only going to judge you off of one name.
Thank
and
God.
you give me one of the 5 players that have been named All-Star Game MVP on 2 occasions. There's been 5 players to win the All-Star Game MVP twice. Give me one of them. I'll give you a couple other fun facts while we're doing this. Roger Clemens pitched in the game 10 times. Mariano Rivera has the most saves with 4. Lefty Gomez leads all All-Star pitchers, wins with 3. And yeah, none of those guys are on the list. There's some other
I got
fun ones.
mine.
You know what? Hold up. Pause line.
Most All-Star Game appearances is 24, tied with 3 players, 2 of which are on this list. All right, we got an answer.
Yep.
Just need 1 2-timer. Let's see it.
Alright.
You probably
Barry
get
Bonds.
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout and Howard, you're showing me the bottom of your page.
Oh, well,
What's that? Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds, Mike Trout.
Okay. Yes, both those are right. The other three: Willie Mays, Steve Garvey, Gary Carter, former Met. Oh,
So, yeah,
wait. Did you guys? Barry Bonds? Barry Bonds is
I did
not.
say.
It's Cal Ripken Jr. Mike Trout is the only one on that list, so Kyle does not get a point.
Oh.
Gotcha. All right,
Mike
coming
Trout,
in.
Cal Ripken Jr.,
Yep, I got you.
Willie Mays, Steve
Yeah, I
Garvey.
mean, Nick put 2 answers, but whatever.
Damn.
We'll count it.
Bullshit.
Oh, thanks.
So, all right, at the end of week 2, you've got myself now at 4 points. You've got K Stelt at 2, and Howard catching up to K Stelt here also has 2 points. Coming down to the wire for the last 3 or 2 weeks that we'll have a Smart or Dumb when all the guys are around to do Smart or Dumb, obviously. But right now, I've got a short lead, nothing crazy, but yeah. Let's do the casual whip around for the final words. Let's go. Let's start off with Mr. Howard. Sir, what are your final words to the people?
Fun stuff happened this past weekend. Good fight. Good boxing. We had Edgar Blanca get completely killed after talking a lot of shit. Former Canelo opponent. But other than that, it was a fun card. Subriel Matias, Shakur Stevenson proved a lot of doubters wrong, being a racetrack and getting allegedly the ring shortened after every round. He went and said, fuck that. And the later rounds just killed Zepeda. I unfortunately did put some money down on that, but Zepeda did show out. He wasn't a complete bum, so I can at least talk about it. In terms of other sports, well, I guess at least Usyk is fighting next week. Top pound for pound guy. Check out that. I am very feel. I can more. Other than that, the Cardinals kind of showed their ass this past weekend with, or at least week, with Ali Marmol in an interview with Cardinals podcast, basically saying that there was a lot of other details going into the Eric Fetty start on Saturday besides just trying to get him out there and confusion within the lineup or something like that. But he said there was a lot of off-the-field factors. So it definitely goes to show that the Cardinals front office is afraid to prove when they've made a stupid decision, and they're very incompetent. And I've been kind of wrong about Oli Marmol as much shit as I've talked about him. He is definitely kind of handcuffed. So Cardinals front office hopefully gets their shit together. But good draft today. J.J. Weatherholt is good. And last thing I will lead off with, I was not here last week, but we, a couple weeks ago, at least around my birthday, right before the 4th of July, unfortunately had a passing of Diogo Jota. Very cool, very lively Liverpool player that was crucial to not only the Liverpool team, but just an incredible human, husband, all that stuff. So definitely want to actually have a serious note there to give my condolences to all his family and respect to everything there. And hopefully the rest of the Jota family is good. Liverpool is one of those clubs that's just cool to come together, very connected. You will never walk alone. Rest in peace, Jota. And that is my piece for the evening.
Okay, Stout.
Good draft. Good. That's about it. Baseball's about it. I know the NFL is trying to get there. I'm excited for the Jayhawks in football.
Also, shout out LSU getting number 1 recruit 2026 Lamar Brown, defensive tackle. Back to you, K-Still.
Still gonna finish 4th in the SEC.
We will see.
Fuck you, piece.
We will see what KU can do in the Big 12. It's kind of hard to determine what's going to happen. I have KU guys saying they are tired of JD6. I'm not. I
am.
I still like him. I think he's going to do really good this year. I think the
He's gonna hurt his back again.
I think the Jayhawks go 9-3 is what I think they do. I think they go 9-3 and
Clip it.
and I think they
Clip
beat.
it.
I
Clip it
think
indeed.
I think they beat the K-State Wildcats at home, and I will win $200 from my buddy who I double it or nothing on to see KU beat the Cats. Finally, please, I need it to happen. It must be this season. It cannot go on any longer. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous as it can be. I'm done.
Man for Way Out West.
Yeah, the Mets. I'm watching Mitch Voigt highlights right now. Good bat. Yeah, good righty bat. We also took this shortstop out of UCF, Antonio Jimenez. Yeah, good stuff coming up. A great episode, All-Star game. I'm excited to see that. I think that's over the next couple days. Mets second half. We'll see what goes on.
Oh, I was gonna say I may go live for All-Star game just to see what's going on.
I could join Cal.
maybe not All-Star game, Home Run Derby. Sorry, Home Run Derby. That'll be a bit more exciting than the All-Star game. All-Star game's a baseball game. Home Run Derby is way more exciting.
Other than that, get out, enjoy the sun. Summer goes quick around these parts, so get outside, do
Not
some
if you're
sport.
in fucking Missouri this week.
Yeah. Oh, everywhere in the country, it's like, the weather's so bipolar. Fucking everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. What else we got going on? I think that's just about it, man. So thank you guys for watching. Like, donate, subscribe, share with your friends. The only way we'll grow and get cooler stuff and do bigger things is by you guys sharing. If you guys got any things that you want to see, anything you guys want us to check up on or anything, let us know down in the comments. Reach out to us on Instagram, X. We're on all that good stuff. I think we have a TikTok. Maybe we start throwing some clips together or something.
We gotta get that going a little bit more. We don't have quite as many clips and stuff, but
I'm unemployed. I just got off of PTO. My last week of work was my Hawaii trip, so I'm unemployed. I got some extra time. Maybe I'll start doing, and I'll put on that song that the Andrew Tate song on a couple of Kyle clips talking about Pip.
Talking about Alex Zubalt.
But yeah, we'll do some fun stuff, and yeah, hit us up, let us know, and thank you all for supporting and watching, and goodbye, folks.
All right, yep. Like, subscribe. See us every Sunday night, 9:30 Central, 7:30 for you West Coasters.